07 Commanders, welcome back. Today I'm going to do a quick little video on what I've dubbed the reinforcing PowerPlay Loop. And this time with feeling, take 2! This is a series of activities you can do, or a collection of activities you can do in a system that will generate merits for yourself. No one activity here is hyper-optimized, going to make you 1,000,000 merits in 24 hours, anything like that. But what it is a lot of fun, and it's different activities mixed together. Transport power play commodities, bounty hunting power kills, scan ships and wakes, transfer power association with political data, and hand-in salvage. That's literally what I'm doing. So, step 1, nav beacon. This is the easiest way to do it. You can do it with an FSS scanner if you really want to, but I prefer to use the nav beacon for the first one. Once you drop on the nav beacon, what you're going to do is find the nav beacon. If you're having a hard time squinting directly into the giant ball of plasma over there, you can go to your contacts panel and go down to navigation beacon. Then, put your ship within whatever your sensor's scan range is. You'll hear it beeping. Until you get that message in the top right there. Scan complete, system data downloaded. This has given me a full scan of this system, including the signal sources. While you're here at the nav beacon, you can take a quick little jaunt around and see if there's any opposing power NPCs here. We'll be doing this a lot. They are oftentimes being a Type 7, Type 6 or keelback, Type 9, a Clipper as the main ship, and then they'll be escorted by Sidewinders, Eagles, and Vipers. They're pretty easy to see. Once you've seen a few of the power convoys, you'll know them when you see them. They're always flying in a group of 3, and it will say enemy. Caution, if you're doing this to undermine and you're in someone else's power system, these activities will be considered illegal. The police will get quite pissed at you. You will not receive notoriety for doing it, but you will receive fines and bounties, and you will not be able to dock in that area. It doesn't look like we've got anybody here. Unfortunately, for my RNG, we didn't get lucky with one. If you see any pirates as well, pirates are also fair game. Depending on your power, bounty hunting and stopping the criminal scum will be also rewarding merits. As you can see, just simply scanning the ships gives me merits. A cheeky thing you can do is try to find you some system security forces as well, as they are auto-scanned for you, and just flip over them on your sensors. You just flip through everybody here. You'll sometimes get a burst of 20 to 200 merits, depending on how many people you manage to auto-scan. Everything you need today will be listed down below, alongside an EDSY link, but generally speaking, some decent weapons. I have a pack hound with drag drives on it, or drag munitions rather, to slow down my enemies, a FSD disrupting seeker missile, a frameshift drive interdictor, and a size 3 operations limpet controller. On the ship itself, I'm going to have 2 large cargo racks. This system demands a large fuel tank because of the massive distances there, a bi-weave shield, 4 boosters, and your generic engineering across the board everywhere else. I also highly recommend a Supercruise Assist, not because it's hard to do the Supercruise drop on these things, but with signal sources, you can actually drop much faster with computer assistance, and I'll show you that here in a second. Once you jump back out of the nav beacon, hop over to your panel and make sure you have signal sources selected. I keep signal sources in there, and you'll see something like this: a power weapons fire signature, power wreckage signature. Power weapons fire is the closest, so we're going there first. And this will be a conflict zone between what looks to be Yuri Grom and Edmund Mahone. Now, you may get here and find that neither one of those powers are actually present. Once you're boosting that way, you can set your Supercruise Assist. Ensure in your right-hand assist panel that you have manual throttle selected for the Supercruise Assist, or this will not work. And then we cut out the fucking 20 minutes of me flying there. And just like that in Supercruise, that NPC was pre-scanned. I just targeted them by filtering my targets, and I got 24 merits. Disengage here. Bring it down to a 0 throttle. If you find yourself having a really hard time hitting these signals out in the middle of nowhere, and you keep overshooting them by a couple thousand light seconds, what you can do is untarget it, and you will decelerate much faster, as the signal sources are generating fake gravity wells, and you can bypass that by untargeting them. Once we're at 7 seconds, the Supercruise Assist will do its job, and I'm going to wait until I'm about 20 light seconds away from the target. Once I'm within about 20, I'm going to re-accelerate until I hit about 5 seconds remaining, re-engage my Supercruise Assist, and it will take over. As I approach, you'll see that I should do a loop of shame here instead.
Shame!
And I'll drop right on it. Once I get in here, you're going to find a bunch of NPCs in here trying to beat the crap out of each other. And more specifically, we've got these wreckage components, damaged escape pods, and black boxes. Now, the escape pods are utterly worthless for you. You cannot turn them in for merits anymore, but they do count towards certain things, and sometimes some people just really like picking them up. So feel free to grab them too. As they get into a fist fight over there, I'm going to float down here in the middle of this wreckage, and I'm going to fire my collector limpets out and wait for all the goodies to be collected. In the meantime, I scan all 3 of those ships, get my extra merits off, and I'm going to start looking for these enemies that they're fighting. Since this is a system that my faction is in control of, instead of having to worry about it, I'm free to target anyone as long as their reticule says enemy. Once I get no valid collection targets left on all of them, which I do now, I'm going to open by shooting these drag drives in there, move up, and simply kill the NPC like normal. Use that FSD interrupt for these NPCs that try to make a run for it. 486 merits for that one, and I got a care package. If you wait around for just a second, another group of NPCs may spawn. It's very nice when you have your own allies here with you, but it doesn't look like we're getting that this time. So I'm going to pack it up and jump back to Super, and off we go. And I'm going to find the next one. Power wreckage signature. Boom. And that one was also a power wreckage signature. Sometimes when you go in there, they're going to be different like that. And sometimes you'll have a power convoy and it's a wreckage. Game good, no flaws. I'm going to boost that way. This is why I have that extra size 6 tank, is because everything in this system is very far apart. On my way over, I'm going to be scanning for NPCs on the radar, looking to see if I can pick anybody up. It'll be just a second before anybody's clear on radar at my destination area. But if I see somebody that's not a non-Grom in this system, or non-whatever power you are, that's when I'm going to fire up the interdictor, pull them out, kill them. This guy's wanted. Cool. Bounty hunting time. You can use the interdictor while boosting. It's just a little weird. You need to boost at your target, and you need to ensure that you are behind them, because your angle is going to be small, and you are going to be moving quite fast when you get up there. So I'm going to continue to approach this guy. He's 40,000 light seconds away. Get a scan off any of these other guys down here. He is a wanted enemy, so that's a double combo here. So I'm going to pull out of my Supercruise boost here, wait for him to reappear on radar. Should have been about right there. Because now my speed is much slower, they're going to be disappeared from the radar. Let's see if I can find my my mark here. Your scan range in Supercruise is based off of your distance in seconds to wherever you're going. So when you're Supercruise boosting, your range actually increases a lot due to the massive increase in speed. You will be gaining community goal points with this method, because it does count as reinforcing, which has been turned on for this community goal. All right, I'm going to head back to my power wreckage signature over here. See if I can't find me some NPCs along the way to pick on. It does take some time to scan these guys. This works much better in a wing. I'm going to go into the blue zone while I'm in Supercruise boost here and come up right at the back of them. That solid triangle on the front, that's the front of their ship. Got him. Then you just do your interdiction minigame. You want to try to keep that in the middle there. Y'all know how this song and dance works, but pretty self-explanatory process. Try to keep it blue and you win the fight. If you find yourself on the receiving end of an interdiction with a player or an NPC that you just don't want to deal with interdicting you 10 times, submitting to the interdiction is the #1 way to do it, as when you submit to the interdiction, your FSD does not have that super long cooldown anymore, and it gives you a greater chance to escape. This guy right here is wanted, so we're gonna give him justice. He's dead. Pack it up. You wait just a second, you'll likely have some power NPCs spawn in as well. You may get a double combo here. Nothing there. And I'm back out to Supercruise. And just like that, made some merits. And the goal of this activity set is to just do different things at once. I get very tired of going and having to mine everything for one system forever, or the only way you can do it is by murdering NPCs at a certain settlement, or blah, blah, blah. I like being able to do different activities at once and properly feeling like I'm actually what would be patrolling the system and removing enemy forces. Okay, so just like this, I should loop this, right? If I deselect the target and then come to a almost stop and reselect it, you'll see that I did not go screaming past. For whatever reason, the signals show as they are a gravity well, but when you untarget them, their gravity well disappears. So you can reset yourself like that if you're gonna loop something, especially if you're going a couple, 1,000 times the speed of light. A loop there is gonna put you another 20 or 5 to 10K away. Just untarget it and let the magic of gravity stop affecting you. Wait till I'm about 20 seconds away. 20 light seconds, rather. Boom. Accelerate. 6, 5. Decelerate. Blue zone. Boom. Hold it. And I might be going a little fast for this one. We'll see if the computer can figure it out. If so, I'll just immediately untarget and zero throttle. Nope, it got me. And we have our big pile of wreckage here. I'm going to go over here and get my collectors out before the NPCs spawn. Sometimes NPCs won't spawn, and that's okay. Because when the NPCs come in here, their point defense, which they always seem to have, will just absolutely wreck your limpets. After this, we're going to go and do a sell, and I'll show you how to turn these things in for merits as well. But I've gathered around 14 wreckage components, 5 black boxes. I haven't been doing this terribly long. I went and did a re-outfit on my ship, so... But you can see what a quick little run will look like for you. And out we go, right out the gate. Don't need nothing else. I'm going to go to the nearest station to me, which looks to be one of these two. I'm going to double check it, but I'm pretty sure Outpost can always have it, but I know these large stations always have power contacts in them. Targeted collectors are immune to point defense. I've just been informed. All right, now we are just going to approach the station here. For those that have any engineers unlocked, how would we modify this ship? If I didn't have any engineers unlocked, I probably wouldn't use this ship for it, as it's already a bit of a tight fit here. I'd probably end up in something like an Anaconda or a something big with a lot of shield that can take care of you. That's going to be a bit more rough, because the power NPCs are going to run away if they're the unarmed variant, and then the ones that are not unarmed are pretty damn violent. Them guys got hands. They will thrash you, and they will laugh at you the whole time. And we'll see if that slows me down enough. Hell yeah. That was a good little drop there. Now re-accelerate till we hit that 7-second mark, and we're locked in. How's the science? Sciencing sciencefully. About 20 seconds. I like to go a little shorter on stations in the newer ships, as they seem to have a little lean to them. But the in orbit, the hot drop trick with the Supercruise Assist also works here. And so you can approach. I'll get it back down to about 5 seconds there. Boom. 4. That's perfect. I should not loop this one. It's going to be the one time I do, though. Just watch. You wait and see. This is going to be the time. Just kidding. Best there ever was, baby. They're going to make statues about me in this game. All right. Sorry about that. Coming on in here. Another cheeky thing you can do is if you see enemy powers outside your station, very carefully, you can kill them. You will receive a fine for violating the no-fire zone. So like this person here is with Li Yong-ru. So if I come over here and I give him some of them sweet, sweet, sweet missiles, I'm going to get a fine for violating that no-fire zone. What I'm not going to get a fine for is the assault and murder of this individual. But if you accidentally shoot back towards the station and hit the station, you will be terminated. Your services are no longer required. So I do recommend some caution and knowing your target and what lies beyond. Boom. Killed it. 546 merits. Thank you very much. When you land, you'll have to pay your fine there, but it's just a fine. It's not a bounty, and you get no notoriety for that kill. So I don't know about you, but I can afford some bounties. Put her down. If you're playing in open, do not stay logged in at the landing pad, or I'll hate you. Nothing worse than coming here and you got to switch player groups because the landing pad's clogged up. Pay off your fine, which you don't even need to pay it off unless you want to use some of the station. You can still access the power contact all the same. But you go in there and go to your fines. I got a 600 credit fine for murdering that man. Who cares? Go to your power contact, and you're going to go down here for wreckage components. Offload. And then you go. Offload those bad boys right there. Boom. 1,790 merits. Offload these 5 black boxes. 2,245 merits. From there as well, what you can do is try to find systems nearby, especially for this CG. And you can grab some of these underground supports, which when you're clicking on these, right, you want to make sure you read all the relevant text. Underground, blah, blah, blah. Supporters to acquire systems. That means unoccupied. If you take this to a fortified or an undermine or a stronghold or anywhere else, it will do nothing. But I could take a load of these over next door to the system that we're also working on. And so this would allow me to create a big loop of go, kill a bunch of things, blah, 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 land. When I'm going to switch systems, I would then load up on the power stuff, bring it back to the other system, land, sell it, restock limpets, go, 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 and boom. You would be golden to basically have like a 2-system route you can take. Everything you've seen today, it looks like I've earned around 7,633 merits in this little tiny showcase, with my daily merits being 45,000 merits today, according to my tracking. Something else you can do, jump in here and see if you can find any support missions. Donating to your faction will, and they do like money, so doing in support missions or doing combat missions for your faction, all of these missions will also include merits. But you want to make sure that you check the system destinations and things like that. If you can get real lucky, you can get a mission for Pirate Massacre and a system next door that is also ours, because then you get merits for both things. But that's it. That's a simple PowerPlay loop. You can do it in system. It is an easy way to go and do a bunch of different activities. Thanks for watching today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment your favorite color of fragment cannon down below.